Gandang gabi sa lahat. Again, this is Coach Lin who empowering Pinoy, especially the 40s and above, to rebuild their health by gaining muscles. Yung pag-uusapan natin tonight, all about your questions. So Q&A po tayo tonight. Yung mga questions mo about fitness, about nutrition, maybe you want to share some knowledge about your own journey as well as 40s and above. So specific po tayo tonight. As always, we're going to discuss the concerns and of course all the testimonies then. Hopefully we can talk about it later. The mga 40s and above natin. I'm so happy. I'm looking at the testimonies sa group natin. Hindi pa naka-join sa local fitness sa 40s and above, please do so. If you're not 40s yet, I'd like to encourage you to tag your friend, or your relative, your mama, your papa, your lolo at lola dun sa group natin so that we can reach out to them. So I was looking at the testimonies dun kanina. I'm so happy, no? Imagine, just take a look back 10 years ago, 20 years ago, konting-konti lang po yung magde-dare na mag-workout na 40s and above. You know what, when you look at the numbers 40s and above, usually we'll talk about medications, we'll talk about maintenance, ano yung mga sakit nila, high blood, uh, diabetes. It's all common. But 40s and above right now, they are posting their meals, high protein meals, and then they are posting their workouts, diba? Nakakatuwa, nakakabigay ng lakas sa atin, especially to us coaches. So if you're watching right now and if you're 40s and above, I salute you for stepping up and taking charge of your own health. And I mean it when I say I appreciate you for taking charge of your own health. It means you don't blame others for your situation. Kasi I remember when I was, young, I believe the lie na kung ano yung sakit na meron ka, namana mo lang yan. And you can do something about it. Kung ano yung puno, siya din yung bunga. So, we take the responsibility out of ourselves and we blame it to our parents kasi genetics yan. We inherit it from them. Although in some instances, there's a little, I would say, 10% chance. But mostly yung na-inherit natin is their lifestyle. Kung ano po yung nakita natin sa parents natin, that's usually being passed on. So I appreciate you for stepping up, stepping up and taking charge of your own health. So I'd like to encourage you, if you're not part of this group yet and this page yet, this is my page. Coach Linidhu. Again, my mission is for 40s and above. If you're not following this one, I'd like to encourage you so that every time we have this live, may mga Q&A tayo, may mga reels tayo, may mga educational video tayo to serve and help you. Of course, si Facebook na mag-remind sa inyo. If, of course, naka-follow po kayo. And of course, this is our coaches. And not just our coaches, we have team of wonderful coaches. As of today, we have, I think, at least 10 coaches under Worth Tagan Academy, and they're wonderful. Some of them are watching right now. I can't name them all now because maubos yung time natin maybe. Pero I like to appreciate all our Worth Tagan coaches. They enjoy what they're doing, especially when they see results sa mga students natin. And of course, we have some announcement mamaya, no, about our program. Pero yung gagawin natin ganito. Pag-usapan natin yung mga tanong nyo. So, place all your questions dito sa comment sections. Maybe you have questions about your workout, how many times in a week ka dapat mag-workout. Maybe you want to ask about supplements. Maybe you want to talk about yung dapat na protein para sa inyo. Or maybe you want to talk about yung not just your concern, maybe the concern of your friend, maybe your loved one, maybe your son, your daughter. Place it here sa comment section. Pag-usapan natin po yun. And also, I like to encourage you for others naman na walang tanong, maybe you just want to share knowledge about low carb and fitness, like the low carb ka, high protein plus workout. Maybe you want to share some benefits or maybe some learnings that you have. I'll give you a shout out mamaya dito sa live natin. Sige. I like to say hi muna sa mga live natin ng mga viewers. Of course, si Coach Rizali. Again, one of our amazing WTG coaches. Coach Rizali, kamusta? Kininan yung profile pic ni Coach Riz. It takes time to build that. It speaks of her dedication, no? Hello, Coach Riz. Of course, we have here Mary. Mercy Valencia. Kamusta po kayo, ma'am? Kamusta yung buhay-buhay natin dyan? Ma'am Vivian Milanes, ayun. Tingnan yung profile pic ni Ma'am Vivian, no? I'm not sure anong tawag dyan sa bulaklak na iyan. Pero napakagandang place, napaka-refreshing sa mata, di ba? We have here San Kamanyan. Good evening po sa inyo at saka napaka-cute po ng chikiting na nasa profile pic nyo. Rizalito Aranya. Can you imagine this? Sir, I'm so happy to see that you're 62 years old taking charge of your own health. Kamusta po yung workouts natin? Nagwo-workout na po ba kayo? And kamusta yung nutrition natin? Especially, that's very important, no? Second, before I read some of your questions, no, I like to encourage you again to place all your questions here kasi pag-uusapan natin yan mamaya. We have here my amazing friend, Poging-Pogi, si Mark Anthony Razonable. Tingnan yung profile pic ko. Hamis sa Ilonggo. Pogi, Batak. We have here from Tacloban, Rufina Diaz. Hello ma'am, kamusta po yung weather natin dyan? Ito, first question natin. Odi Alonso, kamusta po kayo sir? Coach, advisable po ba mag-protein powder shake after workout? Low carb plus fasting, TMAD, and routine ko. Lumiit muscle mass ko. Now, this is a good question by the way. Close ko muna yung, okay. Hopefully kita ako sa screen. No? So first and foremost, yung katawan natin after a workout, insulin sensitive yan. In other words, very sensitive siya sa pag-absorb ng mga nutrients. More so if we want to absorb the right macronutrient, the needed macronutrient, which is protein. Yes is the answer. Yung katawan natin needs to be replenished after a workout. Now, you may tinatawag tayo na protein synthesis window na yung katawan mo will turn the protein, the amino acid into muscle. So it's not necessarily na right away you have to take your protein powder, but you have to replenish it. Okay, replenish. That's the key word. I would say better mag-take ng protein powder after than before the workout. Kasi kapag you take it before the workout, yung katawan mo will be focusing on two things. Digestion at saka workout. So it's a matter of blood flow na kinakailangan which are needed of course when you work out at saka digestion. So some hindi sila ganun ka-optimal sa energy nila when they take protein or kumain sila before a workout. So hindi siya advisable. Whereas kapag yung chan mo light and then hindi pa ganun kabusog, mas optimal yung energy mo. And then you take your protein powder after that. Now, sir, with your concern na lumiit yung muscle mass mo, maybe, and actually not maybe, this could be a sign of muscle wasting. So, you want to avoid this. What you need to do, sir, is to make sure yung protein intake mo is in good levels. So, you may want to start with 2 grams of protein per kilogram of your body weight. That's the general rule. But of course, that does not apply to everyone. Again, take note, yung 2 grams of protein per kilogram of your body weight does not apply to everyone. You have to make sure again that you are working out at saka you have to consider other things like your weight at saka your height at saka your goal. Okay, if you're into losing fat or building muscle. Okay. I hope I answered your question, Sir Odi. But if TMAD ka, lumiliit ka, maybe you want to consider adding 3 meals, no, from 2 meals. Okay. So you have to check, sir, your macros. That's the quickest answer why para ma-stop natin yung pagliit ng muscle mass mo. Okay. We have a question here again from Marisa Tupino. Kamusta po kayo, ma'am? Ayun, napaka-sweet ni Ma'am Marisa sa partner niya sa profile pic niya. Kamusta po tayo, ma'am? Good evening. Paano ko po malaman kung gaano kabigat ang weights na gagamitin ko for certain moves? Kailangan po ba magkaiba ng bigat or okay lang same for all body part? This is a good question, by the way. And I think this is the question of some of you as well. Similar question. Now, a good rule of thumb for you to check if tama po yung weights na ginagamit nyo is this. Number 1, dapat hindi ma-compromise yung form at saka execution nyo. Some people, grabe yung bigat sa squats, na compromise yung squats nila. Okay, so you don't want to do that. Number two, of course, you have to make sure na na-master mo muna yung form at saka execution before you perform any weightlifting. Mastery and safety, those things are very important. Tatlo, good rule of thumb, if you can perform a workout, 3 sets, 12 reps, meaning that's a good workout for you. You have to balance between heavy at saka light. Kasi maybe you can perform 12 reps, tapos 3 sets, pero sobrang gaan naman para sa inyo. Okay. Somewhat nasa moderate lang siya. Close to heavy, but not too light. Okay. Close to heavy, but not too light because we want to make sure na you are working out to stimulate, okay, muscle growth. Hindi mo yan ma-achieve kapag super light yung binubuhat mo. Okay, I hope I answered the question, no? Ma'am Marisa, kailangan po ba magkakaiba yung bigat or okay lang for all body parts? This is another good question. Now, for your workouts, may mga specific body parts that require less na weight, and there are others as well since iba-iba yung distribution ng muscle natin. Iba-iba din yung strength natin. For example, when you do the lateral raise, alam niyo yung lateral raise, dumbbells dito tapos ganito. Tama? Lateral raise po ang tawag doon. May dumbbells po dito sa gilid nyo, sa kamay, di ba? May imagine nyo lang. Now, kahit 10 pounds man yan, 15 pounds, most of us would agree, sobrang sakit siya dito. Okay? Kasi the reason why yung lateral muscle natin, which is the parang ditong part, center ng shoulders natin, maliit lang siya na body part. Now, compare that to squats. Di ba? Layo. Yung squats, the reason why you can do more than 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds compared sa lateral raise is because large siya ng muscle group. So, iba yung strength niya. So, you have to check yung ganon, yung 12 reps, 3 sets, and you have to make sure na well-distributed siya depending on the distribution ng muscle mass mo. Okay, iba-iba yung upper body at saka lower body. Okay? Okay, good question, Ma'am Marisa. We have here from Teresa Di Pamailo, one of our amazing, tawag namin ni Coach Sala sa kanya, Maninay. Kasi very supportive siya sa wedding namin ni Coach Sala. We have here, Ma'am Grace Dasok. Mayong gabi sa inyo, ma'am. I assume Ilongga po kayo. Mayong gabi yung tawag dun sa amin sa Bacolod. We have here Alicia Cotoner. Good evening, Coach Linin, who watching from Kay Pombo, Santa Maria, Bulacan. Napakitang place yan. Watching from Palawan, si Sek Narf. Mars, kamusta? Ma'am, yung weather natin dyan. Alam niyo ba, isa sa mga place na gusto kong puntahan at saka ni Coach Sala is Palawan. Okay, napaka-refreshing sa mata. At saka sa ilong kasi fresh yung hangin dyan. So, I'm really looking forward to visit your place, Ma'am Siknarf. We have here Lourdes Beato. Good evening to you. Kamusta, ma'am, yung workouts natin? Ma'am Maria Teresa Nunez. Yeah, good evening to you, ma'am. We have another question here from Ma'am Marisa again. Good evening. Paano ko po? Okay, I think paano ko po malalaman kung gaano kabigat ang ginagamit kong weight for different body parts? I do whole body workout from YouTube 3 times a week. Yeah, I think nasagot ko yung first part ng question mo. As for your question, I do whole body workout from YouTube 3 times a week. This is a good format as well. So, yung full body 3 times a week is a good workout split. But make sure mo lang hindi sunod-sunod na kunwari Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Your body needs rest. So you spread it out. Monday, Wednesday, at saka Friday. Especially if you do it full body. Okay, medyo intense yan. We have here from Ma'am Vanji Marcado. Good evening sa inyo, ma'am. Sweet nyo po with your husband. No? Pogi din ni Sero sa profile picture niya. Vincent Calma, especially to you, Coach. Gandang gabi, Sir Vincent. Yun, Superman yung profile pic ni Sir. Nagwo-workout yan for sure. Aksi Motia, watching from Saudi Arabia. Alam niyo, sir, long time no see. The last time I think na nagpanood ka ng live natin maybe 2 months ago. Tama, sir, no? But I'm happy that you're back stronger, Sister Aksi Motia. Good evening to you, Elna de la Cruz. Ganda gabi sa inyo, ma'am. Kamusta po yung buhay-buhay natin dyan? You have a question here from Arman Baluka. Good evening, coach. In my 3 months of low carb, pumayat ako ng sobra from 76 to 64. That's more than 10 kilograms, no? Then mula April, nag-umpisa ako mag-weightlifting and abs workout. After 3 months, nagtimbang ako, 1 kilo lang ang nabawas. Sign ba yun na pag-increase ng muscle mass? Now, good question at saka good assessment. Now, when we have the assessment for your muscle mass, we don't depend on the weighing scale alone. We also have to assess your body composition. So what you need to do is this. If gusto natin mag-track ng muscle mass natin, of course, uh, meron tayong mga machine at saka tools na ginagamit. Pero of course, we don't have that all the time. What you need to do is to assess, take a picture of yourself. Full body, front, side, at saka back. Then compare mo siya on a weekly basis, maybe once a week. That way, you can see nag-improve yung glutes mo, yung shoulders mo, yung chest mo. Now, another explanation if well, hindi tayo nagtitake ng picture. But yeah, but again, I have to encourage to you that you need to take a picture para may basis ka sa muscle mass mo. Now, yung density ng muscle is different from fat. So, possible na kunwari nag-workout ka, tapos you want to lose fat, build muscle, tapos after 1 month, hindi gumalaw yung timbang mo. Pero you see, nag-firm yung muscles mo. Possibly, that's a good assessment. Nagbawas ka ng body fat, nag-increase ka naman ng muscle mass. Okay, but again, I'd like to encourage you, assess at saka track your progress by having a picture, have it side by side, collage, no? Then compare that once a week. Okay? Naka-calorie deficit mode ako, sabi ni Brother Razonable, Mark Antonia. Pwede pa rin ba mag-whey protein during the stage po? Well, this is a good question as well kasi when you say protein powders, you would say na para lang siya sa mga nagbabulk, nagiging ng muscle. Yes, whey protein, regardless, by the way, protein, regardless of your goal, whether you're into fat loss or gaining muscle, we need protein. Number one, it can make you feel fuller for longer, so that's good if you want to go for fat loss. It can build muscle, so it's very necessary if you want to build muscle. So either way, you really need to comply, okay, and meet your protein needs. The reason why we go for whey protein because it's supplement. We supplement what we lack. So optional siya. But as much as possible, if your real food can meet your protein needs at saka yung calorie needs mo, no need for whey protein. Whey protein gives you convenience. During days na you are in a travel, tapos you don't have healthy options, whey protein very convenient. You can prepare that less than 2 minutes. Tama? And then also, if you are, wala ka ng time to prepare, or maybe work from home, whey protein can give you that luxury. You can buy time when you go for whey protein. All right, I hope that answered your questions. Medj Nicolas, good evening to you, ma'am. Kamusta po tayo, ma'am? We have a question here from Gloria Diokno. Chioko. May nabasa po ako na over siya sa pag-eat ng protein. Gaano po ba dapat kadaming protein times 2 ng weight? Now, yung over na pag-take ng protein and then tapos merong kasing bad rap at saka stigma sa protein in the past. They would say na masisira yung kidney mo if you go for too much protein. Well, yes. And not just protein. And also other macros such as your carbs at saka your fat. How's your macro intake? Don't blame it all for protein. Don't blame it all sa protein lang. You have to check your overall calorie intake. Kasi of course, yung kidney mo is the one responsible for filtering. So, overwork siya. Of course, madadamage siya. Now, as for protein content, we can agree na if you are into workout, the good rule of thumb is 2 grams of protein per kilogram of your body weight. So, kunwari, you are 60 kilograms right now. So, 120 grams of protein a day. So divide it into 2 or maybe 3 meals ka in a day. That's, I would say, safe uh, level of protein. Okay. We have here from Ma'am Miriam, one of our modern adults as well. Take a look. Yung pinost last time ni Ma'am Miriam, nasa beach, tapos may abs. Can you imagine that, no? 40s and above. How young na po kayo, Ma'am Miriam? Ano nga sa comment section kasi I like to appreciate your hard work sa pag-workout, sa pag-take charge ng health niyo. One of my amazing students is Ma'am Richie Legon. Nagbo-workout yan, part of her lifestyle. Although may mga interruptions, she makes sure na she goes back on track sa pag-workout niya. Kamusta po tayo, ma'am? We have here, Ma'am Noridek Ribaya. Ganda gabi sa inyo, ma'am. Ayun, nasa farm si Ma'am Noridek. Very summer at saka refreshing, Ma'am Jan, for sure. We have here Rosemary Josephine Kawilan watching from Southern Isabela. Kamusta po tayo, ma'am? Ngiting-ngiti si Ma'am Rosemary. Killer smile tawag dyan sa amin. F. France and Daya, gandang gabi sa inyo, ma'am. Kamusta po tayo, ma'am? Maraming salamat. Yes, happy to help, Arman Baluka. Thank you po sa pagsagot ng question ko. Actually, 2 years na po ako sa low carb pero I gain ulit dahil nag-relax ako sa cheat day. Another question po. Yung protein requirement po ba based sa current weight or sa ideal weight? Now, this is a good question as well. Kasi yung current weight mo is different from your, different siya sa ideal weight mo. So, kunwari, your weight right now is 60 kilograms. Okay, yung current weight mo. Yung ideal weight mo, kunwari, is, let's say, 55 kilograms. So, ilang grams ang protein intake mo? Magbe-base ka pa sa current weight, which is 60 kilograms, or sa ideal weight mo, which is 55 kilograms. Now, it depends. The good rule of thumb is this. When you're into fat loss, tapos you follow the good rule of thumb natin, which is 2 grams per kilogram of your body weight, current body weight, tapos nag-lose ka ng weight on a weekly basis, no? That's the ideal protein for you. Kasi the thing is here, you have to meet your protein needs first. That's non-negotiable. Whether you are into fat loss or gaining muscle. Yung carbs at saka yung fat depends on your preference lang. Diyan ka lang mag-adjust. But you have to comply with your protein needs first. So kunwari, ma'am, balik ako sa question ni Ma'am Marisa. This is a good question. Kunwari, ma'am, let's say yung current weight mo ngayon, ma'am, is 60 kilograms. So you have to go for 120 grams of protein. You have to comply that first. Tapos, adjust ka lang sa carbs at saka fat. Depende sa preference mo. Kasi iba-iba yung preference natin dito. Some of you are into strict low carb. Some of you are into moderate low carb. Some are into liberal low carb. So iba-iba. Depends on your preference. Now, let's say, ma'am, wala ka talagang let's say strict ka sa low carb, keto ka. Okay, so of course, wala si carb tapos mataas si fat. Tama? Tapos of course, 120 grams si protein. So after a week, na ganito yung process mo, tapos nag-lose ka around 0.5 or maybe 0.3, that's a good intake of your calories. You're doing it right. Kapag nag-stagnant ka after a week, doon ka mag-adjust sa fat mo. Okay, sa fat content. So, babasan mo siya around 200 calories to 300 calories. Okay, don't do it drastically, of course. So, again, comply with your protein needs first. Adjust ka lang sa fat at saka sa carbs based on your preference. Okay? We have here from Juanita Lester watching from Pagudpud, Ilocos Norte. Alam niyo ba isa sa mga place na gusto kong puntahan din aside from Palawan, Baguio, at saka Boracay is Ilocos Norte. Okay? Kasi yung mga tao daw dyan is very strong, courageous. So I want to copy that kind of personality or character. No? So looking forward to visit your place, Ma'am Monita. We have here, yes, napakagandang name po yan. Help me pronounce your name. Anong language po ito? No? So sige, 42 years old female, 5'3", underweight at 48 pounds. Are you sure, ma'am, 48 pounds or kilograms po to? Kapag 48 kilograms, ma'am, I assume 48 kilograms to. Maybe typo lang. With high cholesterol and elevated blood sugar. how can I safely gain weight po while addressing my present health concern? Hard gainer po ako ever since. Now, first, I'd like to appreciate you for sharing this concern no, online and be open about this. Number one, very important to address the concern muna, your health concern, which is high cholesterol at saka elevated blood sugar. So with this one, most likely if you would ask advice from low carb doctors, of course they will tell you kapag tumaas yung cholesterol mo, it's normal kasi mostly yung source mo ng protein is from meat. So tataas siya. But of course, consult mo kasi may ratio lang siya. Good ratio ng LDL to HDL, of course, triglyceride is another. So you have to check this one. So with that one, you can address this. Number one, to consult from expert, from your doctor about, I suggest low carb doctor para po makapagbigay ng advice din about the good levels workable for you. Pero if it bothers you, if you want to neutralize yung cholesterol mo, it can help you if you go for walking in the morning. It can help you to neutralize your high cholesterol. Maybe you want to remove some high fat na mga options mo. Okay. At saka pangatlo, fiber can help you, okay, with dealing with cholesterol. But again, always ask your doctor about this. As for your elevated blood sugar, of course, that's another thing. You may want to monitor your blood sugar and then go for moderation lang with your carbs. So how can you safely gain weight? Prioritize protein, then go for workout 3 times a week, then prioritize sleep, then track your progress weekly. So what I want you to do is track mo siya, then uh, measure mo yung weight mo. Yung goal mo is to gain weight around 0.5 kilograms per week. Tapos kapag nag-stagnant ka, hindi gumalaw, yung weighing scale, okay, yung weight mo sa weighing scale, you have to adjust your meals. Dagdagan mo yung pagkain mo. Don't go for prolonged fasting. So kapag 48 kilograms ka, 5'3" underweight siya, you go for 3 meals at least. Then, again, monitor mo. Kasi kapag kulang yung kinakain mo, most likely hindi gagalaw yung weight mo sa weighing scale. With that one, again, don't just add weight, add muscle mass. Kasi possible that you add weight, pero body fat naman. So go for lean muscle mass. I hope I answer your question, ma'am. We have here Alicia. Hello po, ma'am. I'm sure, ma'am, you are a wonderful person. Kasi, ma'am, yung profile pic niya, ma'am, nakatawag di sombrero na dalagang Pilipina. So, hello to you, ma'am. Kamusta po tayo, ma'am? Good eves, Coach Nin. May appropriate time po ba mag-workout watching from Davao Oriental? This is a good question. I often receive this kind of question. Kahapon may in-upload ata ako na reel sa page ko. Yan, na-address yung question na to. So first and foremost, the appropriate time to work out is the one you can commit to. Kasi pwede na, I would say, morning, pero hindi naman your schedule, your work schedule won't allow you. Pwede rin ako sumabi sa hapon, pero of course, you have responsibilities, you cannot comply to it. So the one you can commit to, that's the best schedule for you. Number two, you have to check your energy levels. Kamusta yung energy mo during that time of the day? Umaga man or hapon, optimal ba? Kasi yung goal natin, if optimal yung energy mo, it can help you to maximize your workout results. And of course, lastly, can you commit to that long term? Hapon man yan or umaga, go for it. Ngayon, my wife and I, Coach Sala, commit to work out in the morning at least. But there are days that we have to adjust it sa hapon. Kasi we have demands at saka responsibilities that we have to tweak lang for a while. But our goal is to have it in the morning. Kasi I believe if you do the hard things first, the latter part will be simpler. Okay? Yes, 48 kilograms. Okay, I hope all is well. No? Hello po, Coach Nin. Nag-avail po ako ng ebook. Yun po bang execution ng lifting weight? Pareho po ba sa weight? Maging legs, lunges, or squat, kailangan mabigat kapag double squat. Kaya ko na. Ang 2.5 kilograms bawat kamay so kailangan dagdagan ko pa ba? Salamat po. Well, usually when you go for lunges at saka yung squat, kasi it targets yung the same na muscle group, which is your lower body, most of the time, yung weight na ginagamit, parehas. Now, You have to check though. Kasi yung lunges, especially if it's walking lunges, medyo mahirap siya. Yung squat doesn't require you that kind of push kasi steady lang siya. So I have to check. Kasi if I say na you dagdagan mo na yung weight pero na-compromise naman yung form at saka execution mo, not wise. The good rule of thumb is always if you can if you can execute a specific workout 12 reps tapos 3 sets tapos hindi na compromise yung form tapos in moderation lang yung weight meaning not light, not very light, close to heavy, that's a good weight for you. Okay? Generous Buhokan is one of my amazing students. I posted her maybe last 3 months yung pag-lose niya ng fat. Grabe, very impressive. And it speaks of her dedication. Kamusta po tayo, ma'am? Kamusta yung workout natin? Ma'am Jean Baga Konza. Hello, Coach Lino. Is it possible po ba na ma-meet ang protein requirements pero deficit yung calorie intake? Yes po, ma'am. Possible, very, very possible. So what you need to do if you're into calorie deficit, comply mo yung protein, okay? Adjust ka lang sa carbs at saka sa fat, fat intake mo. Very important to comply with protein first, then adjust the fat at saka carb intake. Of course, it depends on your preference then. Okay? When I was in cutting stage, yung losing fat stage, di ba? Last 2 months ata. Cutting stage ako, yung protein intake ko is around 150 grams. Tapos naka-carnivore ako. So low carb. Okay. Then, yeah, naka-calorie deficit ako. So naglo-lose ako ng weight around 0.5, 0.3 to 0.5 per week without compromising my protein intake. So possible yan. Joy Lumawa. Gandang gabi sa inyo, ma'am. Ma'am Larry, yes po, ma'am. Pwede niyo po ma-review yung video but you're never too late to start again. Okay. Sabi nga ng isang matalinhagang salita. Watching from Barangay Don Bosco, Paranaque. Yeah. We have here Ma'am Maria Socorro Rago. Yeah. Hello to you, ma'am. Kamusta po tayo, ma'am? We have here Rezi Ogario Sarona. Good evening, Coach Lino. Is sucralose in po ba sa low carb? Well, strictly speaking, yung mga sweeteners, you have to, yes, sweetener, that's okay. Especially if yung sugar in grams niya, very less. So, pasok siya sa low carb. Now, you have to understand na may mga triggers tayong tinatawag. Although low carb siya na sweetener, like yung stevia, no? And then may mga monk fruit din tayo na option for sweetener. You have to take it in moderation. Kasi may mga triggers tayo tinatawag na when you take it, it will trigger your sweet cravings, your sweet tooth, kumbaga. So, take it in moderation and then check as well kamusta yung response ng taste buds mo when you take it. Okay, I hope that helps you. Gandang gabi sa inyo, ma'am. Sugar, speaking of low carb, no, si Ma'am Sugar Jala. Gandang gabi sa inyo, ma'am. Ma'am Rose Edla, 60 years old. Wow. SW. Ano yung SW? Enlighten me. Okay. Okay, Ma'am Rose Edla, enlighten me. What's SW? And 2 months of low carb, my current weight. Okay, I'm sure CW is current weight is 83.5. Good na po ba yung mag-lose sa akin ng weight? 4 times a week Zumba. Well, ma'am, if yung starting weight pala, yes, ma'am, sabi ni Ma'am Rose. Okay. Let me repeat the question dito. Sige, starting weight ni ma'am is 90. And for 2 months of LC, may current, okay, so nag-lose siya around 6.5. Tama? Good na po ba yung lose na weight na sa akin 4 times a week na Zumba? Well, so kapag 6.5 yung na-lose mo in 2 months. Let's say, 6.5 in 2 months. Okay. So, 3.25. Tapos, divide natin per week. Okay. Tapos, 2.2. So, mga 1.7 pounds. Okay. This is a good number. This is a safe pacing sa pag-lose ng fat. Then, now, ma'am, if you're doing Zumba, this is good as well. High intensity, low intensity workouts. This can really burn calories. Now, ma'am, I suggest, ma'am, for your body to be metabolically flexible, you balance yung Zumba plus yung workout. Kasi yung Zumba is good for burning calories, for lung health, heart health. But if you want to make your body strong at saka metabolically flexible, when you say metabolically flexible, yung katawan mo is able to be flexible sa mga kinakain natin. Kasi yung muscle is like a sponge. Glycogen storage siya. So meaning to say kapag may sobra lang siya, yung muscle bahala. Kasi parang sponge siya. So that's why flexible ka. So I want to suggest to you, Ma'am Rose, balance mo yung Zumba plus yung lifting weights. Start small lang. But you are doing good, ma'am. At 60 years old, you're taking charge of your health. Yun, di ba? So congrats sa Ma'am Rose. That's a good start. Ma'am Sugar, we have here Ma'am Rose, Ariana, Sugar Jella, we have here Sally, Madas, watching from Germany. Ano nga yung greeting natin sa Germany? Tuluan niyo ako, Ma'am Sally. Ma'am Emma Tayongtong. Hello po, Coach. Tanong ko lang po. Pwede po ba magpa-massage ang nag-LCIF more than 17 months na? Now, if magpa-massage po kayo, generally speaking, kapag wala naman po complications, wala kayong injury, wala kayong sakit sa ganito, especially sa mga joints nyo, okay lang, generally speaking. So, nothing to be worried about if nasa low carb ka. Yung thing that you have to ask is if may injury ka, may some form of fracture. So, you have to be safe with that one if you go for massage. Okay? We have here watching from Queensland, Australia. Nini Girls, Low Carb Journey in Queensland. Wow, napakagandang page po ito. Pagpatuloy niyo lang yung advocacy niyo to reach out to our, I hope yung mga 40s and above natin, no, na mga gusto mag-start sa low carb. We have your mom, Juliet, is one of my amazing students. Okay. Amazing student because she takes charge of her health. Meron siyang very demanding na work kasi she goes everywhere, no, all over the places. But she's able to do that because her goal is to be strong. So, Ma'am Juliet, yeah, I hope nag-workout po kayo today. Or kahapon pala, no? Yung workout natin, Ma'am Juliet. Ako sa yung workout natin yan, ma'am. Okay. Larry Concepcion, yes. Coach, balikan ko lang from the start. Yeah, yung live natin. Pwede po ba mag-low carb ang 50 kilos lang sana mapansin? Ma'am Rose, what's your goal that you go for low carb? If you want to lose fat, low carb is a good option. Samahan mo pa ng fasting. Okay. That's a better combo as well. So you have to check your goal. What's your goal? To lose fat. Low carb can help you with that. And of course, you have to check then yung body fat to muscle mass ratio nyo. Kasi posible na you would say ideal weight mo yung 50 kilograms, maybe 5, yung weight, yung height mo, okay, 5 feet, tapos ideal weight siya, pero mataas yung body fat mo. Tama? So you have to balance yung lean muscle mass to body fat ratio natin. Yeah. Tita Presi is one of my amazing students. Senior 60, 67. Tama, Ma'am Presi, no? Okay, working out in Dubai. Nag-deadlift yan. Okay. Mga 20 kg yung deadlift. So, getting stronger every day si Ma'am Presi, Tita Presi. Hello po, Coach. Maglulose ba ng muscle if deficit sa calorie? But na-hit naman yung protein requirements. Now, we have to understand that when you go for muscle building, the goal is always to build muscle and to lessen and to remove yung body fat. Okay, that's the goal always. Now, when you go for losing fat na stage, dapat hindi drastic yung pag-lose mo ng weight. Kasi pag drastic siya, you will lose both fat at saka muscle. So go for slightly calorie deficit lang. Then samahan mo ng workout para ma-stimulate yung muscle mo. So comply the protein needs, tapos with your calorie intake, measure mo lang. Then on a weekly, maybe if you lose around 0.3, let's say 1 pound per week, tapos nag-workout ka, that's a good number. Okay? Starting weight, yeah, Ma'am Rose, thank you, Coach. Noted po sa advice ninyo. Happy to help, Ma'am Rose. Hello, Coach. For life po ba ang resistance training if you're in this lifestyle? By the way, I'm 62 years old. Ma'am Atilia Torres, This is a good question. Kasi I also asked this one, forever na ba yung workout up until I die? I've seen people who are in their 60s, 70s, 80s who are still active with their workout. I've seen people na nag-stop mag-workout at 40. I would say yung mga nag-continue with their workout are far better than those who stop. So I would say as long as you are keeping your body strong, there's no reason to stop it. Kasi if it helps you, why stop it? Tama? So make it as a lifestyle. Okay. Lifestyle. Okay. Life. Okay. So as long as you live, you keep on doing it. Okay. Jesus Gloria. Dakulan. Good evening sa inyo, ma'am. For sure, ma'am. Nagjo-zumba po kayo kasi sa profile picture nyo nakita ko. Ma'am Tona Romero, gandang gabi sa inyo, ma'am. One of my amazing student is Juanita Gelbolengo. Yeah, finish my workout gaan ng pakiramdam. Si Ma'am Gelbolengo is, yung goal niya is to lose fat. Pero she doesn't want na mag-lose na ng fat. She wants to build muscle. That's why nag-workout siya ngayon. Let's meet Ma'am this week, Ma'am, ha, for your coaching session. Yes, okay naman, coach, yung workout ko. Thank you. Yes, yeah, I'm happy to help, Ma'am. Meron tayong question dito. Hello, Coach Linin Hu. Nakaka-build ba ng muscle kahit rubber strap ang tool sa pag-workout? Definitely, yes. Yung workout, as long as may resistance siya, it will help you gain muscle. Now, of course, you don't stay there forever. There must be some form of progression. There must be some form of appropriate challenge sa katawan nyo. Kasi if you stay there, boring na po at saka hindi na po matcha-challenge yung muscle nyo. So you may want to start with rubber strap, but don't stay there. Always have a plan for you to progress. Yeah, si Tita Presi is mag-68 na siya. So, -1 lang yung sinabi ko kanina, 67, no? Tita Presi is working out at 68 years old and she is an inspiration to many. Alam niyo ba, Tita Presi, may na-meet ako last Saturday. Sabi niya nagwo-workout daw siya kasi idol ka niya. No, she's in her 40s. At saka na-inspire mo siya mag-workout. Yun, di ba? Ma'am Anna Arlene, good evening sa iyo, Coach, from Davao City. Coach, bakit po kaya madali na ako mapagod sa workout? Nag-umpisa yun sa day 11, 12, 13. Each other day po ang workout ko. Naka-follow po ko sa WTG. Now, there are several reasons. By the way, thank you for availing our ebook, no? Sa mga gusto mag-avail ng ebook pala, we have this ebook for those who want to gain muscle for 40s and above. You can have your workout plan, video guides, nutrition plan, meal guides, calorie guide, eating out guides, recipes, and exclusive FB group. You can have all of this at 499. Message po ako sa page ko to avail all of this. Okay. Now, ma'am, going back sa question nyo, there are several reasons bakit po napapagod tayo sa workout. How's your sleep? How's your stress levels? How's your nutrition? How's your electrolytes? How's your routine sa workout mo? Maybe it's you're lifting heavy or maybe fatigue ka na because of your work. So there are many reasons to it. But I would say always prioritize, ma'am, yung sleep, manage stress, at saka protein should be in high levels. Now, the reason why in some cases we go for supplementation, like you go for an extra dose of potassium, magnesium, or maybe caffeine in some instances is because you have a very demanding work plus yung nag-workout ka pa. So you have to check on all these things. Tapos, there's also this term called deload. This is the opposite of progressive overload. You have to plan na every maybe 6th week or 7th week, bawasan mo ng konti yung intensity ng workout mo, tapos balik ka after a week dun sa usual mo na intensity sa workout. But you mentioned here, ma'am, 11, 12, 13 days ka pa lang po. So you have to make sure na tama po yung sleep nyo. Again, we call natin sleep, stress management, at saka protein. Okay, I hope that helps you. We have here, ma'am, I think, okay, si Sir Almerson Sapa, one of my amazing good friends sa Bacolod. Kamusta, sir? He has a good gym dun sa Bacolod, so he's watching so that to add value. Sige, may ano tayo dito, is there a difference in performance sa taong nakakagalaw lang ulit ng katawan regardless kahit high stamina pa siya sa kanyang pag-biking pero more than a year na po yun kasi yung pagbabike niya, pandemic pa lang po yun. Ngayon gusto niya ulit mag-gym pero hihimatay nasa cardio pa lang, sa palang. Okay, now, this is a good case study kasi I have a student din, Sir Anderson, na nag-start siya sa first day niya sa workout namin. Ah, yung weights na binuhat niya, very light. Pero parang nang dilim siya on our third session. So there are theories behind it. Theories lang. We can only speculate. Number one, wala siyang activity. So yung heart niya, okay, very weak. Okay, poor yung fitness niya. So hindi na nag nabigyan ng proper time for her heart to be strong. So nang dilim siya because of that. Also, the other theory would be yung electrolyte levels niya mababa. Kasi nag-low carb siya on that week. Tapos nakalimutan niya magbaon ng electrolyte. So yung pump ng blood is very weak. So that's why yung blood circulation, especially dito, bumaba. Doon siya nang dilim. Although nawala din after a minute or two, but the good rule of thumb is always start small at saka always replenish mo na yung nutritional needs mo. Then with that one, start small, then up until ma-master natin yung, kasi yung goal natin is maka-get back on track. Once makabalik siya sa habit niya, slowly you can adjust yung intensity ng workout niya. I hope that answered your question, sir. Sapa. Okay, we have a wonderful group of people watching right now. Mali po ako noon, nag-focus ako sa Zumba, walang weightlifting. Kaya noong pumayat ako, lawlaw ang braso. This is a common case no sa mga hindi nagwo-weightlifting at saka nag-lose ng fat. Nag-start na din po ako mag-weightlifting. Nakabuild na din ako ng muscles kahit papano kasi yung arms ko medyo matagal na from. This is a good start, Josie. Kasi you assess na when you started sa Zumba, walang muscle mass, nagdawlaw-lawla yung braso. That's why you build muscle. You see the results. Don't stop. Keep doing what you're doing. But of course, you have to make sure na comply mo yung non-negotiables natin. Of course, yung protein, yung workout, plus yung sleep natin. Coach, okay lang po ba sa 40s and above ang dirty bulking? Thanks. When you say dirty bulking, itong yung drastic na drastic sa pagkain, okay, at saka yung pagdagdag ng weight natin. Usually, if walang complications, at saka depende sa goal mo, possible siya. But on my case, kasi I really dive into 40s and above, mostly may mga concerns na. And then, number two, yung appetite nila hindi ganun kalakas. So, hindi siya recommended for everybody. But I would throw the questions to you. Can you sustain dirty bulking? What is your goal? At saka if you can sustain it with your energy as well. Kasi yung dirty bulking, palakihan ng appetite din yan eh. At saka of course, you have to preparation, tapos yung finances. If you can comply with it, if you can sustain it long term, I won't say long term. Go for ano lang, for specific months that you can go for season of bulking, tapos cutting, tapos you maintain. Okay? Kahit walang complication, if walang complications, go for it. Thank you, Coach. Yeah, happy to help. Ligaya Ebora, good evening. Yes. Kaya po ba, sabi dito, follow-up ni Sir Almerson sa question niya kanina sa naimata. Kaya makabawi? Hinimatay kasi siya, first minutes pa lang, 20 minutes na lang naman yung lalaki po. 20s pa naman yung lalaki po. Oh, okay. Ano ba yung ano niya? May complications ba siya? Or maybe yung ano yung pag-assess mo sa kanya, meron siyang complication, medical concern, tapos obese ba siya, overweight pa siya, because these are factors that would affect yung recovery niya. Yeah. Usually, yung hihinimatay kasi matagal na hindi nagwo-workout, usually common yan. But it should not last for 30 minutes na nahimatay. Dapat makarecover siya. Dapat ano siya, parang as an tawag dito, a season or a glimpse lang o parang ng dilim. Pero kapag tumagal siya, you have to really check ano yung cause. Kasi symptom lang to yung hinimatay. symptom. That's what we see on the surface. We have to check anong root cause. Pero let's hope na makakabawi siya. Kasi kapag 20 siya, 20 years old pa naman, pa lang, that should be a wake-up call. Okay? That should be a wake-up call. Carmelita Sarmiento, gandang gabi sa inyo, ma'am. Sabi dito ni Ma'am Juanita, yes, coach, I will do my best. Makapag-actual na po tayo. Thank you po. Sorry po kaninang may patient na po ako kaya di ko kinayang 5 p.m. By the way, si Ma'am Juanita is a dentist. That's why, even though very demanding yung work niya, she finds way for yung workout niya. Yes, you're doing good, ma'am. Rich Apas, panoorin ko na lang po ulit mamaya. Yes, that's really good, ma'am. Larry Concepcion, yung ebook na sinasabi nyo sa WTG o magkaiba. I'm not sure, ma'am, what are the other ebooks that you mentioned. But dito, ma'am, sa ebook na I mentioned here, these are the inclusions. But if you see, ma'am, din sa inclusion, similar lang po siya. Maybe, parehas lang po siya. Okay? Sabi din ni Ma'am Maria, green crown ka. Yes. Meron ditong painting na parang, parang halaman. So, yeah, good design daw eh. Okay, thanks. Stress ako late. Yes, you have to check that, ma'am. We have here Mylene Badian. Hello to you, ma'am. Gandang gabi po sa inyo. Mylene Badian as well. Yes, another, yeah, same person. Sige, Farisa. Okay, thank you, ma'am. I assume you're tagging your friend. Coach, ask ko lang, sa fitness, you are in low carb. In case of emergency, gaya po ng bagyo o lindo, ano po bang dapat na nakaready ka in food and drinks? Well, first, and this is a good question as well kasi it happens, no? In case of emergency, I would always go for yung pwede mo lang mapack na pagkain. First on the list, of course, yung canned tuna natin. So, may to go to is always yung golden seas, yung spicy. Yeah, I like it. Protein shake is another. And mostly canned goods, I think, in case of emergency kasi easy lang siya to stock at saka to carry. Okay, always go for high protein, of course, at saka I would go for supplements as well. Thank you po, Coach, sa advice. Yeah, happy to help. Watching from Nueva Ecija, si Ma'am Catherine. Yeah. Hello, we have here Ma'am Jamaica, of course, is watching here. Hello to you, ma'am. Hello, hello, hello. Tina Flores, magandang gabi sa inyo, ma'am. We have here Eileen Ducala Pableo watching. Yeah, listening. Thank you, ma'am, for listening. Okay, we have salamat po sa mga videos niyo, Coach, Ma'am Jamaica. We have your last, I'll have the last question kasi in a few, I have my coaching session na. We have question here. Na-expire na yung, na-experience ko yung hinimatay when I went back to the gym after a long time. So, maka-resonate dito si Sir Mark, si Brother Mark. Bumaba yung sugar level ko kaya pinanong ako ng soft drinks to recover. So, this is his approach para maka-recover. So, naka-recover siya. So, low sugar yung case ni Sir Mark Anthony, Brother Mark Anthony. So, always go for the root so that you can deal with the symptom. Okay? I would have this question, sir, anong protein shake ang recommend niyo po? I've been taking protein shake, especially when I was in bulking stage. Actually, ngayon nagbo-bulking stage ako. Pero may tolerance lang tayo when it comes sa protein shake, especially yung mga protein shake na may mga additives. So you have to check always yung ingredients niya. Kasi you want to purchase protein, not the additives. Tama? So I would go for protein na mataas sa leucine, isoleucine, valine sa amino acid profile niya. So I have a personal favorite when it comes to protein shake. Message nyo ako isaw-isaw so that I can give you the name at saka recommendation natin for the protein shake. I hope that answered the question, isaw-isaw. Again, for others, you may want to start here. You want a guide, but you don't know how to start. Ngayon, maraming guide. You can have actually all the resources online for free. But sometimes confusing siya because abundant of information sometimes leads to confusion. Kasi maraming options yan. But what if there's an ebook that will give you all these guides? I call it ultimate ebook. So message po ako sa page ko so that you can avail all of this. Yung promo natin at $499. Now, others naman, do you want some accountability? You don't want just a guide. You want someone to correct, to give you feedback and to join you with your journey sa pag-lose ng fat at saka gain ng muscle. Our coaching slots for the month of July is still open. If you want to take your slot for one-on-one coaching, message nyo po ako so that I can book an assessment call. Again, we have slots for the month of July. You don't want to go through yung trial and error. You want customized workout, nutrition, meal plan. We have team of coaches to guide you every step of the way. Again, thank you for joining me here sa Usapan Natin. I enjoy yung ganitong setup. Parang chill lang, no? Oh, so we will have this set up every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Tapos yung Thursday naman natin na slot will have it parang teaching type naman. So let's see how it goes. But again, my goal is to serve you 40s and above and to cater your needs. So I hope nasagot ko yung tanong nyo. Sa mga hindi ko nasagot, pasensya, I apologize. I hope I can answer it sa next natin na session. Please tune in sa page natin, Coach Linin Ho, so that you will be updated every time we have our coaching. And then live natin ng mga sessions. All the best po sa lahat. God bless you. Again, life is fun at saka simpler when you are strong. God bless po sa lahat at saka happy lifting.